Welcome to my Passion Travel channel, a channel specializing in street food and travel. Harira, a hearty soup typically made with tomatoes, lentils, chickpeas, and various spices. Harira is a traditional Moroccan soup that holds great cultural significance, especially during Ramadan, where it's commonly consumed to break the fast. It's a hearty and nutritious soup made from a blend of ingredients that create a flavorful dish. Here's a typical recipe for harira. Ingredients: 1 cup dried chickpeas soaked overnight, 1 cup lentils, 1 onion, finely chopped, 3 tomatoes, peeled and chopped, or 1 can of diced tomatoes, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1/2 cup chopped fresh cilantro, and parsley, 1/2 cup chopped celery leaves, 1 teaspoon ground ginger, 1 teaspoon ground turmeric, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon ground black pepper, pinch of saffron threads, optional. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, 1.5 liters water or vegetable chicken broth, salt to taste, lemon wedges for serving, optional. Vermicelli noodles broken into small pieces. Instructions: in a large pot, heat the vegetable oil over medium heat. Add the chopped onions and cook until softened and translucent. Add the chopped tomatoes or canned tomatoes and tomato paste to the pot. Stir and cook for a few minutes until the tomatoes break down. Drain the soaked chickpeas and add them to the pot along with the lentils. Pour in the water or broth and bring the mixture to a boil. Add the chopped cilantro, parsley, celery leaves, ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper, saffron if using, and salt to taste. Stir well. If using vermicelli noodles, add them to the soup now. Cook until the lentils and chickpeas are tender and the noodles are cooked through, usually about 20-30 minutes. Once everything is cooked and the soup has thickened, adjust the seasoning to your taste. Serve hot with lemon wedges on the side for squeezing over the soup before eating. Msemen, square-shaped Moroccan pancakes often served with honey. Msemen is a traditional Moroccan flatbread that's flaky, soft, and often enjoyed for breakfast or as a snack. It's typically served with honey, jam, or cheese. Here's a recipe to make msemen at home. Ingredients: 3 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup fine semolina, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon sugar, 1 tablespoon yeast, about 1.5 cups, lukewarm water, 1/4 cup vegetable oil for kneading and folding. Additional vegetable oil for frying instructions. In a large mixing bowl, combine the flour, semolina, salt, sugar, and yeast. Gradually add lukewarm water while mixing until you form a dough. Knead the dough for about 10-15 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. Add more water or flour as needed to achieve a soft, pliable consistency. Divide the dough into equal-sized portions, usually around 8-10 pieces. Roll each piece into a ball and coat it lightly with oil to prevent sticking. Take a portion of the oiled dough and flatten it into a thin rectangle or square on a clean work surface. You can use your hands or a rolling pin to achieve this. Brush the flattened dough with a thin layer of vegetable oil. Fold the dough by bringing one side towards the center. Then fold the opposite side over the first fold, creating a smaller rectangle or square. Turn the folded dough 90 degrees and repeat the folding process, brushing with oil between each fold. You'll end up with a smaller, multi-layered square or rectangle. Heat a non-stick frying pan or griddle over medium heat and lightly oil the surface. Flatten the folded dough again, using your hands or a rolling pin, into a thinner square or rectangle. being careful not to tear the layers. Place the flattened dough onto the heated pan and cook each side until golden brown and crispy, usually about 2-3 minutes per side. Add a bit of oil around the edges while cooking to keep it crispy. Remove the cooked msemen from the pan and place it on paper towels to absorb any excess oil. Repeat the process with the remaining portions of dough. Sardines, grilled or fried sardines, a popular seafood option. Grilled sardines make for a delicious and simple dish that highlights the natural flavors of the fish. Here's a basic recipe for grilled sardines. Ingredients: fresh sardines, cleaned and gutted, olive oil, salt, and pepper to taste, lemon wedges for serving. Instructions: preheat your grill to medium-high heat. If using an outdoor grill, ensure the grates are clean and lightly oil them to prevent sticking. Pat the cleaned sardines dry with paper towels. Slit the sides of the sardines diagonally, optional, but helps with even cooking. Drizzle some olive oil over the sardines and season them with salt and pepper. Ensure both sides are coated evenly. Once the grill is hot, place the sardines directly on the grill grates. Arrange them carefully to avoid breaking. Grill the sardines for approximately 3-4 minutes on each side. Avoid flipping them too often to prevent sticking and ensure a nice char and grill marks. Use a spatula or tongs to carefully flip the sardines halfway through the cooking time. The sardines are done when they are opaque and easily flake with a fork. Be cautious not to overcook them to prevent them from becoming dry. Once grilled, remove the sardines from the grill and transfer them to a serving platter. Serve the grilled sardines hot with lemon wedges on the side for squeezing over the fish before eating. Kefta Mkaouara, spicy meatballs in a tomato-based sauce. Kefta Mkaouara is a popular Moroccan dish consisting of spiced meatballs, kefta, cooked in a flavorful tomato-based sauce. It's typically served with bread or couscous. Here's a recipe to make Kefta Mkaouara ingredients. For the kefta, meatballs: 1 pound ground beef or lamb, 1 small onion, finely grated 2 cloves garlic, minced 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, salt and pepper to taste, chopped fresh parsley or cilantro, optional for garnish. For the tomato sauce: 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 onion, finely chopped 2, 3 garlic cloves, minced 4, 5 ripe tomatoes, peeled and diced, or canned diced tomatoes, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, pinch of cayenne pepper, optional for heat, salt and pepper to taste, chopped fresh parsley or cilantro for garnish. Instructions: prepare the kefta meatballs. In a mixing bowl, combine the ground meat, grated onion, minced garlic, paprika, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, salt, pepper, and chopped parsley or cilantro if using. Mix the ingredients thoroughly and shape the meat mixture into small meatballs, kefta. Make the tomato sauce. Heat the olive oil in a large skillet or a tagan over medium heat. Add the finely chopped onion and sauté until it becomes translucent. Stir in the minced garlic and cook for another minute until fragrant. Add the diced tomatoes and tomato paste to the skillet. Cook for a few minutes until the tomatoes start to break down and release their juices. Season the sauce with paprika, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, if using, salt, and pepper. Stir to combine. Cook the kefta in the tomato sauce. Gently place the shaped meatballs, kefta, into the simmering tomato sauce. Arrange them evenly in the skillet. Cover the skillet and let the kefta simmer in the sauce for about 15-20 minutes, or until the meatballs are fully cooked through. Serve. Once the kefta is cooked, garnish the dish with chopped parsley or cilantro. Serve the Kefta Mkaouara hot, directly from the skillet or tagan, with bread or couscous on the side. Boulfaf, grilled lamb liver wrapped in fat, a traditional delicacy. Boulfaf is a traditional Moroccan dish often prepared during special occasions or festivals, particularly during Eid al-Adha, festival of sacrifice. It consists of grilled or roasted lamb liver wrapped in fat, typically the caul fat from the sheep's abdomen. The caul fat helps keep the liver moist while grilling and adds a distinctive flavor. Here's a basic recipe to make boulfaf. Ingredients: lamb liver, sliced into cubes or strips. Caul fat from the sheep's abdomen, cleaned and cut into pieces, large enough to wrap around the liver ground, cumin ground, paprika ground, cinnamon, salt, and pepper, to taste skewers or toothpicks, to secure the caul fat around the liver. Instructions: prepare the liver. Cut the lamb liver into cubes or strips, ensuring they are of a suitable size for grilling. Season the liver pieces with ground cumin, paprika, cinnamon, salt, and pepper. Toss to coat the liver evenly with the spices. Wrap the liver in caul fat. Take pieces of the cleaned caul fat and wrap them around the seasoned liver pieces. Use multiple pieces of caul fat, if needed, to completely cover the liver. Secure the caul fat around the liver by using skewers or toothpicks, ensuring the liver is well encased. Grill the boulfaf. Preheat your grill or barbecue to medium-high heat. Place the prepared boulfaf on the grill and cook for about 5-7 minutes on each side, or until the liver is cooked to your desired level of doneness. Ensure the caul fat is crispy and golden brown, but take care not to overcook the liver, as it can become tough if cooked for too long. Serve. Once cooked, remove the boulfaf from the grill and let it rest for a few minutes. Serve the boulfaf hot as a main dish or as part of a larger Moroccan meal, accompanied by bread, salads, or other traditional sides.